Hello, hi guys. I am live. Go live. Sometimes things are a little bit delayed. So I'm live now on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and I think Facebook as well. So because I'm linked to multiple platforms, I will be able to see, for example, I have my TikTok separate here, so I can answer any questions you guys might have here, as well as the questions that will show up here. So let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know in the chat. So today we're talking about aligned action. And this is something that is really passion of mine, because I have learned through experience that when you take action that is forced, you oftentimes don't get the result that you want. And what's even more important is that you don't enjoy the process. And like I've mentioned in many, many, many of my videos, if you don't enjoy the process, then you will not enjoy your life, right? This is why many people will say things like, do something that you love for work so that you feel like you never work a day in your life. Because let's face it, every single day that you're going to work, whatever it is that you're doing, right? If you are working 8 hours a day, that is a big chunk of your life. And if you are giving that much time away to something, I sure hope that you are doing something that you enjoy, because it is literally the one thing, your time is the one thing that you never get more of, and that you spend without knowing your balance. I heard this on Instagram the other day from a quote that I heard, that I read a post, and it was like, we spend our time oftentimes more freely than we spend money, because right, many people are like, oh my god, my bank account's running low, like I'm going to be careful. Well, what about your time? You don't even know when your time is up, right? We never know when we are going to expire. And yet many of us spend our time doing things that we don't even enjoy. Like, what is the deal with that? That is why, for me, I feel like I really started to learn this when it was about a couple years ago, and I was working, and what I realized was that I was constantly putting in so much time and effort to make money, like especially years ago when I was working two jobs, and I felt like, what is the point of having extra money and things to do if I actually don't enjoy what I'm doing? And then I started working and doing things that I loved, and I didn't even care that I was making less money at the time. I was like, I'm happier. I'm in the environment that I enjoy. I'm around people that I enjoy speaking with. I'm doing the things that I love on a daily basis. And I'm not saying that you have to sacrifice, right? Because many people will think, oh, well, I want to be happy and I want to make money. Well, can I have both? Or maybe you think that you can't have both. Maybe you think that you can only either have money or enjoy what you're doing. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can have both. You can enjoy what you're doing and make money doing it. That is the power of the world today. Bowser's right here behind me. I'm trying to make sure that he doesn't go outside. I have the door open because it is absolutely beautiful here in Utah. We have like 60 degrees today, and that's pretty warm for March. It just snowed a few days ago, so I'm taking advantage of the warm weather. So I have the door open, and I have little Bowser here with me, and he likes to bark at the cats because we have cats constantly running through our backyard. Hey, come here. Come here. Anyways, yeah, so the cool thing about today's world with social media and the platforms that we have is that we can now do the things that we love, and we get to make as much money as we want. But here's the catch. Many people probably logically understand this, right? Like, you can see And we can see that many people, including young kids now, are making insane amounts of money on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, and all these different things. But for some reason, people still don't do it. Maybe they don't believe that they can do it. Maybe they think it's going to be hard. And that is because many people, and this was including me, had this belief system that money's hard to make, or that it's too hard. I don't really want to learn how to use these platforms or use social media. Maybe you are considering yourself older, the older generation, right? They have the excuse of, oh, it's going to be hard to learn. I'm too old for that. My time is up. I don't want to put in the time and effort into it. But I'm here to remind you that there is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have if you choose to commit to it. If you choose to believe that you can do it, you can. And on the topic of today's live, which is taking aligned action, because it's 10 times more powerful, 10 times more powerful than action alone. Because when you have a specific goal, when you have clarity and you're moving toward that thing with intentionality and backing it up with good energy, with the energy of knowing you deserve it, you will be 10 times more powerful, and you will get to your desire, to the result that you're looking for 10 times faster. And oftentimes people that don't align their energy and they put in the work and all these things, sometimes they never even reach the goal. And I would like to ask you guys this question. Let me know in the chat. What is the point of life anyway? What is the point of having lots of money? What is the point of having vibrant health? What is the point of having incredible relationships? Why? It is because we think that it's going to bring us positive feelings. It's all about how it's going to make us feel when we have the thing or when we get the thing. So why not just feel those emotions now? Why do you have to wait until you have the lover to feel love? You can give yourself that right now. Why do you have to wait until you have the perfect body to feel healthy and to feel confident and feel good in your own skin? Well, you don't have to. I'm here to remind you, you don't have to do that. And it would be very wise if you didn't, because like I said, life is about every single moment. It's about every single day. It's about living in the present, being happy with what it is that what you have right in front of you. This has been something that I constantly have to remind myself of, because I fall back into these old patterns of, oh, well, I feel like I want to chase this next goal, and I get so consumed by, whatever it is, my next health goal. I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to, see my six pack again, or I want to make an extra 10K per month, or whatever it is, right? I sometimes can distract myself from what is the most important thing. And that is enjoying the process to getting to the goal. It doesn't mean that you have to completely abandon your desire, or that you have to say, oh, well, my desires are bad, or this is materialistic, or I don't deserve it, or whatever. You do deserve it, and you're going to have everything that you want. But I'm just saying that you and me, we have to understand that the whole point of life is enjoying the process to getting the thing. And the cool thing about this, the amazing thing about this, is that when you truly enjoy the process, when you're present with yourself, when you feel the emotions of love before you find the partner, when you feel abundant and wealthy and rich before you have the money, you get to that goal so much faster. So it's kind of like, why would I not choose to feel those feelings now? Why would I not choose to just be happy with myself now, when I know that I'm going to get there eventually and I'm going to enjoy the process? That's a win-win. I'm going to have fun along the way and I'm going to reach my goal. Sweet. Now I get to have a great life. But most people don't approach it that way. They get so focused on the goal because they think that they need the thing, they need the thing outside of them to make them feel something. Well, you don't. I'm here to remind you, you don't. Let me check on some of these comments. I have a lot more comments here on TikTok. I'm going to read some of them out loud. I'm not going to read anything that's crazy. Sometimes I get some crazy comments, and I'm not going to read those, but I will answer any questions that you guys have, so leave those in the chat. Let's see. We have some people saying hi. Hello, everybody on TikTok. Thank you guys for interacting. Like I said, if you have any questions, type them in the chat. We're talking about all things aligned action, energy work, manifestation, relationships, abundance mindset, all the fun stuff. This person says, I enjoy what I do. That is the key. That is the key. Let's see here. I don't see so many questions, just some compliments. Thank you guys for the compliments. Money is money easy to make, got to be willing to make deals. Yes, I agree. And everything really does come down to your belief systems, because everything that you see in the physical world is going to be filtered through the lens of your beliefs, your thoughts. Your thoughts are what allow you to focus in this world where there's so much going on. There's so many distractions. Why do you think that when someone brings this to your attention, for example, they say, hey, I've been seeing red cars everywhere. And then all of a sudden, when you're driving down the street, you're like, oh my God, there really are so many red cars. I'm seeing them everywhere. This is because your brain is designed to focus on what it is that you tell it to focus upon. Whatever intentions you have, whatever beliefs you hold, your brain uses that as a filter to block everything else out in your physical world so that you can narrow down what it is it thinks that you are wanting to focus upon. So if you have belief systems like money is hard to make, money is evil, then you have to understand your brain is going to filter out all of those experiences of being able to get rich or find abundance or whatever it is, because it's trying to protect you. It's protecting you from getting money because money's evil. If you believe that, it's like, oh, wow, money's bad. Don't show me opportunity to get rich. And it's the same thing with health, right? If we don't feel safe in our dream body, we don't feel deserving of it, the brain's going to say, okay, she doesn't want this. He doesn't want this. Block it out. Block out the opportunities. Block out the things that will show me how I can get there. Do you understand kind of where I'm coming from with this? This is why it's so important for us to become aware of the belief systems that are very much so deep ingrained in our subconscious, because many times these are things that go unnoticed by us. And then we ask ourselves, why am I saying that I want to be rich, or I'm saying that I want to be healthy, or I'm saying that I want to have my dream partner, but then for some reason I'm struggling so badly to actually get it, to experience it. And I'm telling you right now, it's because your brain is filtering it out. And you have to ask yourself, what is it that I'm thinking? What beliefs do I hold that are blocking me from seeing those things, from seeing the opportunities, from taking the action that I should be taking? Okay, let me see if I have any more questions. I go off on tangents if you haven't noticed. I love talking about this stuff. Thanks again, you guys are so sweet. Thank you for the compliments. Let me see. Money's easy to make. We already saw that one. What else do we have here? To help others and make it to the ultimate place above. Yes. And yeah, for me, my belief system is that we are living in a world where we get to decide to live in heaven or hell, because that is, to me, a state of mind, a state of consciousness. If I choose to live in abundance in my mind, if I choose to live in the experience of love by allowing myself to experience love, by giving myself love and care, I can experience heaven, my own version of heaven in my internal world inside of me, and also in my external world. And equally, you can create a hell for yourself by thinking negatively, by having this belief in lack, even though lack doesn't exist. If you look around in nature, it's proven to you every single day. Like when you see a tree with one seed, an apple tree grows and produces thousands and thousands of apples. Tell me where the lack is in nature. There is no such thing as lack, but we choose to believe in it. Therefore, our mind must prove to us that it is true. So we have to be careful with how we choose to experience life, what we choose to believe about life. Let's see. Bowser! I didn't even ask if you guys could hear me. I have my mic on. I just realized that. I have my mic. This actually is connected to my Instagram and I think also Facebook. I apologize for any of you guys who may have not been able to hear me this whole time. Over on Instagram, if anyone is watching, can you guys even hear me? Will you let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me? I was having a hard time seeing the comments, but it was because I was on the wrong screen. That would definitely do it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I didn't know because I had it clipped here, and sometimes when it's clipped a little bit lower, it's harder to hear, but I think I'm just going to hold it up. I think that'll make it a little bit better because last time I did a live, everyone was like, hold your mic up. I can't hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to leave this screen open there because I can see better. I see that over on Instagram, the screen is a little bit delayed and I'm thirsty. I'm going to drink some water. Oh, yes. Hydration. Okay. Let's see if we have any more questions over here on TikTok. For all the people who are joined here on Instagram, you guys can leave me any questions that you have. Right now, I'm answering stuff over here on TikTok. What do you do for a living? Right now, I am a content creator. So I make YouTube videos. I make video content for all of the platforms, actually. And I have some exciting news. I do have a course that I'm in the process of creating right now, and I will be giving you guys some more information about that in the coming weeks, but that is something to keep an eye out for in the next little bit. Give me a second. I'm going back up here. I have quite a few comments that I missed. You would make a good lawyer. That's a first. Maybe. I mean, I think that if I put my mind to it, I definitely could do that. Let's see what else. Is a dope. She changed my life for the better. Holly is dope. She changed my life for the better. Oh, you're the sweetest. I'm guessing you follow my content. I appreciate that. That is what I love to hear. I love it when people benefit in a positive way from my content. That makes me very happy. Where is Chad? I don't know what that means. Let's see. You need to be happy with what you have. Yes, exactly. You really can't find true, genuine happiness in anything if you are not happy with what you have right now. Right? That is why gratitude is the key to true happiness and joy. Do you like Alice in Chains? I have not heard of that. Nirvana? I've heard of Nirvana, but I honestly don't know much about it. Blink twice. No, thank you. I'm not going to read any of those comments. Let's see. Production is important. Produce a positive outcome. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm just trying to go through these really quick, guys, over here. Anyone who's watching on the other platforms. I really can't see how many people are live on Facebook. I kind of just, all I see right now is TikTok and Instagram, so I'm just going with it. I'm sorry if people on Facebook are trying to leave comments and I just don't see them. But, oh my gosh, I keep thinking it's a touch screen. Computer is not a touch screen. Okay, yeah, I don't see any so far, so I'm going to continue with the comments on TikTok. Program ourselves by our words. Yes, your words are powerful. in the Bible, and I don't reference the Bible so much because I do believe in it and I do think there's a lot of power in it, but I also think that a lot of it is watered down and has been changed over time. So I kind of take everything with a grain of salt. But anyways, one of the things it says in the Bible is that the word creates. And that I do believe is so true, because anytime that you speak something, there's always the thought that creates an emotion or a feeling that then goes out into the quantum. And for anyone who doesn't understand quantum physics or the quantum realm, I highly recommend that you check out Joe Dispenza's books and his work, because he talks in a lot of detail about the quantum world and just tying in spirituality with science. And it's so fascinating now that we are finally truly understanding the power of the thoughts and how they go out into the quantum and how it comes back and how your feelings are connected to your heart space. And it is like the magnetic pull, which is why you think things or you visualize the things that you want in your life. You use affirmations, and then you also feel the emotions of what it feels like to have it now, which is the magnetic force that brings it or draws it to you, right? So the brain and heart coherence. I personally really love his book called Becoming Supernatural. I would check that one out. It is amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's see. This isn't really alive. Wrong, actually it is. Let's see. Shoe size. What? La 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 la. Let's see if we have any more questions here. Hello, guys. Hello. Thank you guys for all the comments. Some people are just saying hi. And yes, I have a boyfriend. Time makes you think it lacks. Yes. Ooh, let's talk about time for a second. That's a fun one. So in this 3D world, we are... There's Bowser again. Bowser, come here. I thought I closed the blinds in there so that he couldn't bark at them, but apparently not. And anyways, we live in a 3D world, this experience of time that makes us think that, like this person is saying, that there's a lack. And sometimes that I think that shows up because, let's give an example of you're wanting to manifest $1 million. And you're putting out there your thoughts, you're feeling the emotions and all the things, right? You're trying to bring that into your experience. But because there is a time delay in the physical world, sometimes it seems as if it's not here, even though it's already done, it's already created in the quantum realm. It's finding its way to you through matter, because energy then molds into matter, that sometimes we experience this sense of, oh, it's not here. But when you truly learn and start to believe more in the laws of the universe, if you want to call it that, then you start to have more of an understanding that there is a time delay, because matter takes time. Just like it takes time to build a house, because you are putting together all of these pieces to create a structure. And when we're talking about the 5D consciousness or working in the energetic realm, someone can say to you, well, you can feel love now. You literally can, right? You can look at something that you appreciate and love, and you can feel the emotion of joy and happiness right now. That is the speed of the quantum or the energy realm. You can feel it very quickly. But in order to bring the physical matter into form, that is something that takes time. Another example of this would be the pregnancy, right? The mother that you conceive, and then it takes 9 months for the baby to come into form. That is the time delay that we experience here in this 3D dimension. So I think sometimes as humans, if we don't have the knowledge or understanding of how the universe works and the universal laws, then we can get trapped in this perspective of separation or lack. But that is why knowledge is power. Are you Christian? No, I am not. I don't really tie myself to any religion, though I do believe there is truth in everything, and if it works for you, it works for you. But that's just something that I personally do not choose to identify as. This person says, God owns everything. Yes, I don't know how to go into that. I think that would be for a topic for another day. Can we get a Bowser reveal, please? Everyone wants to see Bowser. Okay. Bowser, come here. People want to see you. Come say hi. Bowser. Bowser. Say hi. His hair is super long right now. I need to take him and get his hair trimmed again. I left it long because obviously in the wintertime it gets colder, so I let it grow out a little bit more. Come here. Come here. Hey. He's trying to go bark at the cats again. Okay, anyways, that's Bowser. Sorry guys, I did not show all of the people over here on Instagram. Mr. Bowser. Bowser, come here. See if I can show my Instagram friends as well. Are you a Libra? Yes, I am. Libra sun, anyways. We can hear you on TikTok. Okay, perfect. Wow, this is from like a while ago. I'm so behind on the comments that I am having to scroll all the way up. Hi from Wisconsin. Love your videos. Oh, thank you so much. Hello from Tampa, Florida. More people. We want to see Bowser. We want to see Bowser. Polly, come here. Let's see. I'm going to show my Instagram and Facebook friends Bowser. Say hello. Say hello. I really don't think that he likes cameras very much. He's like, just let me get the cats. Yeah, we live very close to, what's it called? A storage unit area. And so there's literally tons and tons of cats going through our yard all the time. And so he has a lot of fun chasing the cats and even just barking out the window at them. Okay. Anyways, yeah, the topic of this live was aligned action. And like I said, when you have an intention of something that you want, whether it's money, relationships, health, and you back it up with the energetic, the feeling of how are you going to feel when you get this thing? What feeling are you searching for? Why do you want this in the first place? If you can feel those emotions before getting the thing, feel them now. How do I feel now that? Living from the end. This is talked about in many, many manifestation books. I know Neville Goddard talks about this a lot. Many different law of attraction teachers will say things like, think from the end, feel from the end. So if I have the partner, how do I feel? Do I feel loved? Do I feel cared for? Now that I'm healthy, now that I'm in my dream body, how do I act on a daily basis? How do I feel? What kind of clothes would I wear? And then the same thing with money. How do I think and how do I feel now that I know I have enough money, not only to just survive, but to thrive? How am I going to think and act differently now that I am wealthy and abundant? And just feeling into that. How does money feel when you have enough? Do you feel free? Do you feel alive? Do you feel excited? Do you feel blessed? Do you feel lucky? Like all of these emotions you can feel before you even get the thing. Hello from Napa. Hi guys. Wow, we have people from all over the world. How cool is this? This is why I love social media so much, that we can connect from all over the world. This is so cool. Okay, I'm looking again. I'm searching for any specific questions. What are we working on? We are talking about aligned action. And the reason why you need to not only just go and take action in the world, because many people take action and for some reason they never get what they want. Let's give an example of someone who is working super hard to make money, for example, and they want to be rich, but for some reason they never actually see that out. They want to become a millionaire, but they never take the right actions. They never align their energy with it. And therefore, they never actually get what they want. So that's what we're talking about today. Wow, I was like so thirsty. I had a lot of salt earlier. I'm thinking that's why. I just want to say hi. I have loved watching you grow into the best version of you. Oh, wow. You're so sweet. Thanks, Samantha. Okie dokie. There is a movie they made about the prayer, literally saved my life. Oh, wow. That's cool. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to check that out. I'm trying to, let's see. Intention manifests into the practical and material outcomes. Yes, it does. Everything starts as thought. Every creation, every home, every car, everything, right? Started first as an idea. And those thoughts, then someone takes action on it and they believe that they're going to turn it into a physical manifestation. And then it does. So we all have the power to do that. Thank you guys for sending the roses and the fun stuff over here on TikTok. I'm still kind of new to this whole TikTok thing. So I'm still learning a lot how to utilize this. Are you sure you're referring to quantum the right way? If you don't believe I am, then enlighten me. I think there's many ways to speak about it, but the way that I understand it is that everything is energy, right? If you look under a microscope, everything is vibrating, and we live in a world where everything is energy and vibration. And so when I have a thought, I am creating. The consciousness is creating. And when I have the feeling, I'm magnetizing it to me. So that is my understanding of the quantum realm. Am I explaining it perfectly? Probably not, but I don't think that's the point. I think that I'm just trying to explain the basics, and I think that's the only thing that's really important. Anyways, wisdom and knowing how to use it. Yes. Some people are asking for more gym workout videos. That could come in the future. I've been focusing obviously a lot more on the energetics behind these things, which tends to be more of my passion recently, but I have no problem sharing also my gym routines and my nutrition and all that good stuff. Once we lose pure consciousness around 8 years old, it takes years to retrieve it. That's an interesting perspective. My thought process on that is, one, I know that when we are in the early stages of life, we are in slower brainwaves, right? We are in what we call theta brainwave state. And the younger you are, the more like a sponge you are. So for example, a baby. Why does a baby learn how to walk so fast? How do they learn a language so fast? They are absolutely mirroring their parents, society, and all these things that are around them, because that is how you learn to survive in this world. You have to be able to see something and learn literally based on mirroring. So as a child, you don't have a filter. You don't have the logical mind that says, this is probably beneficial and this is probably not. No, you just take everything as truth. When your parent says you don't deserve, you take it as, oh, well, I'm undeserving. Or if your parent says, hey, honey, I have to go do this and this and this, and they leave, and you're like, oh, wow, they're abandoning me. Like, there's so many meanings that we can create as children from whatever experiences that we have that can create traumas. And those are the things that we have to then look at as adults and either change or choose to live with, because many of us have belief systems and things that are serving us, right? But equally, many of us have a lot of things that don't serve us and they're hurting us, specifically around love and relationships or making money, right? So going back to those early times of life and asking yourself, what was I around? What type of things was I programmed with? How did my parents relate with money? How were my parents in terms of relationships and their relationship to their bodies and their self-worth and their confidence? All of these things are, whether you like it or not, downloaded into your subconscious. And unless you are aware of that and make a change, then that is going to be your destiny. That is why the concept of like fate and destiny is such an interesting topic, because many people will say, oh, well, this is your fate or this is your destiny. That may be true if you are to live out what your parents did or who these people in your life have done, because if you are not to change, you are going to live in or walk in the same footsteps of those who were before you. So you can change your fate or your destiny based on the choices that you make, how you choose to think, how you choose to believe, and how you choose to show up in your daily life. The physics of quantum mechanics reference the interconnections of matter at an atomic level. Yes, that may be so, but if you read the books and you research Mr. Joe Dispenza's work, you will understand this at a much deeper level and how this also applies to our everyday life. Okie dokie. Come here, Bowser. Come here. He's wanting to go chase the cats again. So we all need others to use to benefit. Some of these comments aren't making a lot of sense. Let's see. So are you saying that we should not continue to learn? No, that is not at all what I'm saying. I do think learning is beneficial, right? But if you're learning all of this information, I've been guilty of this myself, and consuming all of this information, right? Like learning, podcasts, all the things, but I'm never changing my beliefs. I'm never doing the internal work, the energy work around it. Then what's really going to change? How many people do you guys know that are extremely educated, very book smart? They know probably exactly what they need to do to get healthy. They know what they need to do to get the good partner. They know what they need to do to make $1 million business, but they never take the action to get it. It's not like we're in an era where we don't have enough information or access to how to do the things. I mean, we all have access, right, to YouTube, for example. If you have a computer or a phone or the internet, right? You can learn almost anything on YouTube. Business, how to fix stuff, how to cook, how to clean, how to do all the things. So it's not that we need to know how. It's why are you not actually doing it? I made a video on this not too long ago, and I actually talked about this in my last masterclass, and that is the concept of people don't need to know how to do the things per se. They need to understand or know, why is it that I'm not taking the actions that I know I already should be doing? And the blockage to this, what I've learned based on my own experience and uncovering this stuff for myself, is that you don't believe that you're worthy of it, and or you don't think you're enough. You don't think that you deserve it. And if you have any of these beliefs, this will prevent you and stop you from actually taking the steps that you need to take, whether it's your health, whether it's your money, or your partner, whatever it is. You have to believe and know within yourself that you deserve to have the things that you want, and you have to feel that it's normal, it's natural, and it's safe. Let's talk about safety just quickly for a second. Safety, what I'm referring to when I say safety, is our biology as a human being is designed to keep us safe. Survival. When we're talking about survival is based on safety, right? We're safe when we have enough food and enough water. Our body feels safe when we have shelter and we don't have to be out in the freezing cold so we don't die. So everything really is designed around this concept of safety and familiarity. And let's give the example, I can use myself as an example. Excuse me. Growing up, I was in a home and around an environment that was very chaotic. And there was a lot of dysfunction going on. And what happened was that my nervous system became very dysregulated, unregulated. And because of that, that became my familiar state. Safety for me and my familiar state was a state of chaos. And because I knew how to survive in that, when you grow up and you don't understand that you need to change these things, you will then manifest or choose more of those familiar experiences. That can look like choosing toxic partners because it creates chaos. This can look like not creating wealth for yourself because you have belief systems that are negative around money. So then you're broke, and so you have a constant state of stress. This can also look like being sick because sickness or disease comes from living in a constant state of stress, a constant state of making choices that are not good for you because you are not thinking properly and you're not choosing to eat good or whatever. So the reason why I bring this up is because if you know that you were around people or experiences or an environment early in your life that was chaotic, you have to train yourself, train your subconscious, train your body, train your nervous system to feel safe in a state of peace, a state of abundance, a state of genuine health. Because I know firsthand that when you come from not so healthy places as a child and you try to plant yourself into places that are more healthy, your body is going to try to sabotage. And when I say your body, I'm talking about the subconscious because the subconscious is connected to the body. So this can look like picking fights with your partner. This can look like sabotaging by spending all your money when you finally get the money that you want. This looks like finally starting to see changes in your health, and then you're like, oh, but now I'm craving sugar again. Now I want to do this, and I stopped going to the gym or whatever. Your body is designed to keep you safe. Your subconscious is designed to keep you safe. You have to train yourself, train your subconscious, train your nervous system, reprogram, recode yourself to feel safe in whatever experience it is that you're looking for. You need to feel safe around money if you want to be wealthy. If you want to have health, you need to feel safe and yes, literally feel safe in your dream body. Feel deserving of it. Feel worthy of it. Equally, if you want to be in a healthy partnership, you need to feel safe and feel good and feel worthy of having a good partner, having someone who loves you, having someone who doesn't constantly give you the ups and downs and the dopamine spikes that comes from being in toxic relationships. So this is a process. This is something that, once again, I teach and I'm going to be teaching a lot more in my courses that I'm creating, and also in my content is all about recoding and recoding, recoding and reprogramming, because this is the key to getting everything you want and keeping it. Because you can get the thing, right? Like you can maybe somehow find your way into some money, but if you don't have the energetics to hold it, you're going to spend it. You're going to somehow find a way to lose it. Why? Because the body is going to say, this isn't safe. This isn't familiar. Beep, beep, beep. Red lights, alarms going off. This isn't normal. This isn't familiar. We need to get rid of this. I don't feel safe around this. So these things are incredibly important when it comes to getting the things that you want. I'm going to stay on for a couple more minutes, maybe 5 more minutes, because it's getting a little chilly and I need to close the door because it's getting darker outside. The sun has almost gone down now. Let me just check and see if we have any more questions. Anybody over here on Instagram have any questions for me? Or anyone on, I think these comments are both from Facebook as well as Instagram, but I have more people over here leaving questions on TikTok. You have a major blessing coming your way. Oh, wow. I like the sound of that. So we all need others to benefit. Oh, I already read that one. Some of the comments over here are so crazy. Does anyone else have any questions over here on TikTok? Any questions for me? Like I mentioned, I have some really cool content coming soon. I'm going to create an entire course on exactly how I have reprogrammed my subconscious, how I have regulated my nervous system, and how I've changed my internal beliefs to match with the reality that I want. That is what has allowed me to be in an incredibly amazing relationship where someone treats me like a queen. I am absolutely blessed to be in the relationship that I am, and also be in a position in my life where I get to do what I love to make money. I get to make as much money as I want. I am in a very healthy body. I feel at peace. I get to do what I want on a daily, and that is freedom, right? That is the joy of life, being able to do what you want to do with your time. And with all that being said, I just feel like when you finally get to the place where you are really happy, you just want to give back. You want to show people, you want to tell people like how you did it. And so I am excited to be able to share those things with you guys. So, and of course, have a reciprocal relationship, right? So let's see. Plenty of light still. One toxic partner in better ignorance. I don't know what you mean by that. Thank you guys. I don't know what you're saying, but agree with you, honey buns. Okay. People saying they agree with me, but they don't know what I'm saying. Okay. How did you do that? You are Spanish. Yes, I'm definitely, this is English, not Spanish. Anyways, let's see. I think I have a comment that just came in here on Instagram. Oh my gosh, it's cold now. I found out that your subject is beautiful and wonderful and not just your appearance. Oh wow. Okay. Yes. So to close out today's live, the topic of today was aligned action. I feel like we touched on it a little bit, but I kind of just go with the flow when I come on these lives and talk from the heart and kind of just see what comes through, what I feel inspired to speak on. And all of that being said, aligned action is about setting the goal, having the desire, and then doing the things that you know are going to help you get there, and aligning the beliefs with that intention, with that goal. If I want to be in the perfect relationship, if I want to have the dream body, if I want to have the money, I'm going to make sure that my belief systems align with that version of what I want. And I'm going to make sure that I don't have subconscious beliefs blocking me, because like I said, you may get it, but getting it is only half the battle. Bowser! Oh my gosh. Getting it is half the battle. Keeping it is, and being able to constantly grow, right? Like you can make 10K per month, sweet, but then and if that's your goal and that's where you want to stay, then great, that's perfect. But I'm the type of person, I like to grow and go into the next version of myself. And so I know that that's going to require a different way of thinking, a different way of believing, and a different way of being and showing up in the world. So that is my process. That is why I love to share these things online, because this is my life. This is the stuff that I live on a daily. I am constantly growing and learning and challenging my belief systems and doing these things so that I can be a leader for others who maybe also aspire to do the things that I've done, or maybe they've come from where I've come from. So I love that. And that is why I do what I do. I'm just making sure I don't have any more questions before I head out. How do you challenge your belief system? So what I mean by challenging your belief system is, let's say, for example, I have a conversation with someone who is making 10 times as much money as I am. Let's say we have somebody who's making 100K per month, 200K per month, and I'm currently making 100 or $10,000 or $20,000 a month. And what I'm noticing is this person, the way they speak about money is different than me. This person talks about money like it's easy to make. This person speaks about marketing as if it's something that comes easily to them, or maybe they talk about and believe just different things about money and finances than I do. And so what I mean by challenging my beliefs is, because this person has the result that I'm looking for, I'm going to be coming their direction and asking things like, maybe this person's beliefs are something that I should look into. Maybe I should adopt this belief system or challenge my belief system. Maybe my old belief system was, oh, it's hard to make money online, or it's hard to be making videos, or maybe marketing is hard, or running a business is hard, being an entrepreneur is hard. Whatever it is that my or your belief system is going to be what we experience. So if I believe that making 10K per month is easy, that's going to come easy to me. But maybe the other girl that I'm talking to, she's making 200K per month, and that's easy for her. So am I willing to challenge my belief system and say, actually, what if money is easy to make? If I challenge my belief system and I adopt another belief that is working for somebody else, that's a smart move. It's smart for me to allow myself to say, maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I need to have an open mind. Maybe if I change the way I see this, my results will change. Does that kind of make sense? I hope so. Let's see. Is your other half Spanish? Yes, he is from Mexico. Hi from Sacramento. Hello. Let's see. I think that's all the questions that we had from there. Oh, wait, one more. Are you practice or theory? I think what you mean by that is, do I actually live what I say? And the answer is, I live what I say. Because I think I sometimes should share more of where I've come from. Maybe that would make it a little bit more easy to relate with or relate to. I come from a very religious background, actually was raised in Mormon polygamy, its own little cult, maybe a total of like 3,000 to 5,000 people, probably 5,000 people in the entire religion growing up. So I come from a very interesting upbringing. And because of that, getting out of that cult made me challenge my belief systems, right? So I believe everything that happens to us in our life, every experience that we go through, is, especially the things that we think are happened to us, meaning challenges. I've also been through a lot of different abusive situations, physical abuse, emotional abuse, all these things, right? But we can choose to turn those things into something that works for us. It can work for us. And because of my challenges and the struggles that I've gone through, it led me to this work. It led me to learn about beliefs, how to reframe, how to change my identity, how to make money. My parents didn't have money when I was growing up. We lived in a home with my uncle. We were sharing a house. There's many different experiences that I had that, because of the challenge, I turned those things into something that worked for me because of my perspective. Because I chose to say, how is this working for me? So I'm not just speaking something because I read it in a book. I'm saying it, yes, because I've learned about these things, but also because I've applied it. And that is what has brought me to the place where I am now, in a much better place, very happy with my life, and also constantly getting the things that I want. Year after year, I'm finding the things that I want. I'm manifesting these things, whether it's health, money, relationships. So now I'm sharing that with you guys. So that's that. What are you talking about? We already discussed that. Basically, question your current situation. Yes. What cult, this person says. The exact name of it was called The Work, and many people may not have heard of it. Just to give you guys like a little bit of a background on it. So many of you may have heard of Warren Jeffs, which he was the guy that was put in prison for like having, I don't even know how many wives. It was probably like 40 or 50 wives. He was marrying his relatives and girls that were like 14 years old. So he was put in prison. My parents were a part of that group, but they separated in the 80s. So they are a split off of the Warren Jeffs group. So one of the polygamous groups here in Utah, there's many of them. But what I'm saying is when you're raised around that type of beliefs and that type of sheltered way of thinking and being in the world, you have to really dive deep into your psyche. And it's not something that's easy. It takes a lot of bravery, and it takes a lot of courage to, one, leave, two, question everything, and be able to leave everything behind. Because when you leave these organizations, most of the time, and this is how it was for me, you lose everything you know. I was lucky enough that my mom and my siblings came, with me, and that they believed the same as me. But my dad is still involved in the religion. All of my not my siblings, but my cousins, my uncles, my aunts, my grandparents, like they're all still in that, and we're not accepted in that. And so you lose a lot of family. You lose a lot of everything that you know. So this is not something that's easy. And I only say this not to make people feel bad for me or anything, because I see it as a blessing now. I see it as something that happened for me, because if it wasn't for those experiences, I would not be who I am today. So it's all part of the process. And that is what I'm here for, to help people turn their painful experiences, their challenges, into purpose, into something that works for you. Because we all have the power to do that, no matter what we've gone through in our life. Hi from West Virginia. Hello. Georgia. Wow, I love it. Okay, I have a couple more questions here on Instagram. Let me go ahead and, oh my gosh, I'm trying to touch the screen again. Okay, here we go. I agree with you. And the aligned action, yes, and having the belief system align with who you want to be and showing up. Yes, exactly. Right? So aligned action also includes taking action, but I always stress aligned action, because you can take tons and tons of action, right? You can go to the gym and work yourself into the ground, but that doesn't mean you're going to get your results you want, because doing the work that is aligned and the smart action is just as important. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. It wanted to shut off my live because it said there was inactivity. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry guys, I had a issue over on TikTok. It was like saying I had inactivity. Let me close this door really fast. It's getting really chilly in here. And turn on the light. Okay. Alrighty then. Now we have some more light, so I can see a little better. Let me see if we have any more questions here. What is your business plan? I don't really know how I'm going to answer that in this live. My plan for what I want to do for business is continue to make videos and do the things that I'm doing. Of course, I want to make money, right, with my gifts and my talents, because I think that is the health of knowing your worth and being able to receive compensation for your time and your energy. I know that my wisdom, the things that I've learned through my life experiences, is not something that I should give for free, right? I'm giving this free content. I'm helping you guys, of course, but I deserve also reciprocation. And because in today's world, we have agreed that the currency is money, then that's what it's going to be. So I'm not really going to give a lot of information about my exact business plan. We're going to be here for a long time, but you get the idea, right? when people talk about money, let's talk about this really fast because you know how I am. I love the tangents. Money is what we use in exchange for value. And value comes in many different forms, and value is something that is determined by us. For example, as a creator, I decide my pricing because I'm an entrepreneur, right? I can make the price of my courses, the ebooks that I've sold online, many different things that I sell. I'm the one that places the value upon my content. When I'm putting my valuable time, effort, and energy into creating a course, into creating an ebook, it is only fair that I ask for exchange, and that happens to be money, right? So people who have a negative belief around money, and I've been there too, I've been there myself, where I had this negative belief about, oh, I'm spiritual, I'm a good person, so because I'm spiritual and I want the best for the world and I want to help people, I can't ask for money. False. How do I, as a spiritual person who has great intentions, who wants to help people in the world, who wants to do all these amazing things in the world, how am I going to get to the point where I can be the person that I want to be and have the impact that I want to have if I'm broke? You're never going to get there. There is nothing wrong with asking for money in exchange for your value, whether it's time, something you've created, your creativity, you name it, right? So anyways, that's something that I have learned myself, and it's something that I think a lot of people get wrong in the spiritual community because they think, oh, well, you're spiritual. Oh, well, you're a good person. If you were really a good person, you wouldn't ask for money. Actually, that's not true. When you have self-value, you have no problem asking for money in exchange for your time. What is a way you are making money? Right now, through social media, through many different forms. I am not going to answer those questions right now, but thank you for the engagement. Let's see, we have another one here. Same with most religions, leaving is stressed. My family is conservative Muslim. Best thing about being an adult is you get to choose your own family. Yes, that's exactly true. You create it. And I'm sure many people deal with this. If you have a family that's not so accepting of your choices, or maybe you have had a toxic upbringing or whatever it is, then you learn to disconnect yourself, because just because someone is related to you and has the same blood as you doesn't mean that that person deserves your time, doesn't mean that that person deserves your energy. And I also agree with you 100% that if this person or these people are rude, they cross your boundaries, they're manipulative, or anything that is not beneficial to you, there is nothing that says you must be connected with your blood family. If they treat you with respect, if they're good to you, if they treat you just like how you would have a boundary for anybody else, then yeah, sure, they can stay in your life. But I think that there comes a point in time where, regardless of the connection to this person, there needs to be an understanding of respect and boundaries, no matter if the person is your acquaintance or your mother or your father. So that's just my perspective on that. I believe that everyone should value themselves, oftentimes a lot more highly than they do. So anyways, how do you know you believe something on a subconscious mind, not just conscious? So this person is asking, right? How do we know if it's a subconscious belief or if it's a conscious belief? Okay, so first let's understand the difference between conscious and subconscious. The conscious mind is the part of you that is aware, right? Like right now, I'm aware that I'm talking to you, I'm speaking to you, right? The subconscious you have to think about is the part of you that is running the thoughts in the background all the time. It is the, how do you describe this? I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. The part that is the unseen. This is where the belief systems are held. This is what's running on autopilot. For example, when you're sleeping, you do not have to think about breathing. You don't have to think about all the functions of the body, like digestion, the heart beating, all these things. This is something that is run by the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind also runs 95% of your behavior, because consciously we're only aware of, some people say 5%, others people say even as low as 2%. So Consciously, you don't really have a belief system. The conscious mind is responsible for decision making. The subconscious is where you hold beliefs. And beliefs are something that will show up in behavior. So think of subconscious kind of like your daily habits. That's probably the best way to describe it. So if you are someone who's asking yourself, how do I know if I have a subconscious belief around money, right? That's the most common one I feel like I see. You'll know because if you set an intention or you have a desire, let's say to make 10K per month, and within, you could give yourself a reasonable amount of time. If you don't have $10,000 within 6 months to a year, you have a subconscious block that is preventing you from reaching that 10K per month. It is absolutely natural and normal as humans to get the things that we want. And actually, you can get them much faster than you think. It's just that many of us have so many limitations, so many limiting thoughts and beliefs that block us from finding exactly what it is that we need to do, whether it's in health, whether it's going to the right place to meet your partner, or whether it's the perfect opportunity that's going to make you the 10K. So that's the easiest way. Identifying that you've had a desire for the thing, and if the thing is not in your life, there's a subconscious thing blocking it. Most of us can probably say we want money, right? If you're not making the amount of money that you know you want, it's because you have a subconscious belief blocking it. It is because you have habits that are not supporting that. It is because you have been thinking in a way that is contrary to the desired reality or result you're looking for. So this applies in every single area, not just money, but with relationships and also your health. So if you're someone who's out there and you're like, oh my gosh, I want 10K per month, but you don't have it, or maybe you want health and you've been saying you want health and for some reason you don't have it, subconscious beliefs. That is why I always talk about this, and it's not something that I'm just saying because I'm trying to preach. I'm saying it because I lived it and I know it because you don't really know things, right, until you experience it. So I can speak to you guys all day and all night about this, but until you apply this to some degree in your life, you're not really going to know it. You're not going to believe me until you experience, because experience is the best teacher. So anyways, like I mentioned, I am in the process right now of making a course specifically on reprogramming and recoding your subconscious, because this is my passion. This is what I love so much. I have been researching this stuff for 7 years. I have been living this stuff for 7 years. That is what has allowed me to be in my dream body. This is what has allowed me to have my soulmate, beautiful dream like relationship, and also be able to travel the world and make money and do all the things that I absolutely love to do. Not to mention little material things that I've wanted that I've manifested. Those things are the easy things, right? Like manifesting the car, manifesting the food, manifesting the trips, whatever it is. Like the little things that you want to manifest, right? Whatever it is that you want, big or small, you can have if you remove the blockages that whatever it is going on inside your brain that thinks you don't deserve it, whatever it is that you're thinking about, like, oh, it's hard, or oh, it's this or that, right? Remove the distortions and everything you want flows into your life easily, because your body will start taking the actions and it will feel effortless. It will feel like, oh, if someone asks you, well, how did you get rich? You're just like, I don't know. I just started to take action, and I don't know. I just started to do the right things, I guess. I don't know. Why? Because your subconscious started to take over. Why do people ask you like, oh, you weren't even paying attention. How did you drive home? How come you don't even remember how you drove home? Because your subconscious did it. Because you've done it so many times that your subconscious mind just took over. This is the type of things I'm talking about stepping into. Leveraging the power of the subconscious. When you program it to become rich, when you program it to become healthy, when you program your mind, your subconscious, to get what you want, it will effortlessly come, because you will take the actions, and the actions will come naturally to you. You'll have this inspiration to go take this class, to change your diet, to go to this place, and all of a sudden you meet your freaking soulmate. Or, oh wow, I just had the inspiration, I should start a YouTube channel, and you just start doing it. These are the inspired actions. The whole point of this live, inspired action, is hundreds and hundreds of times more powerful than action alone, because it's paving the path. The subconscious will lead you exactly to where you need to go to get the desire, to get what you want. Yes, it's the power of the subconscious mind. So for any of you guys who are interested in ordering my course, I haven't posted the pre-launch yet, but we're here, we're talking about it, so why not? You can send me a DM and I'll send you guys the details, the information, the pricing, and all that good stuff. And just kind of keep a lookout for that for the next couple weeks. I should have it finished within about a few weeks, but more information on that to come. Hi, Maggie. Yes, me too. This stuff is so fun to talk about, and it just feels so right. You know how you know when something is true is because when it resonates in your gut, when you have that intuition that says yes, this is true. That is a sign that you're on the right path, that you're moving toward those things. Your subconscious mind is so powerful. Yes. How can you remove the blockages? Well, there's many ways that you can remove the subconscious blockages. I'll just give you a few here. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of specific things that you can do. And if you want to learn the specifics, then just DM me and I'll send you the information for my course. And one of them is hypnosis. Hypnosis is extremely powerful for reprogramming. I use that myself every single day. Affirmations are also extremely powerful when done consistently. Also doing the work on making sure that you are taking care of your physical body, because a lot of people have a lot of issues with their health. And if you are really, really unhealthy and not taking care of yourself, this can cause feelings of anxiety, feelings of depression. So moving your body can be a big step in the right direction. So there's many, many ways, like I said, to approach feeling better, reprogramming your nervous system, reprogramming your subconscious, and changing these ingrained belief systems that are shaping your identity, that are making you either take the steps toward what you want or not take the steps toward what you want. So anyways, I had a lot of fun. I am so glad that you guys have been sending me messages and commenting in the chat here. 100%. Can I manifest? Can my subconscious lead me to you? Oh my gosh. No, because I am taken. But you can 100% find your person, and we can talk about that as well in another live about manifesting your dream partner. But anyways, there's so much to be talked about on this topic, and like I said, and as you can probably tell, it is a passion of mine to discuss these things and specifically share them with you guys and all that good stuff. So let's see here. I think that's it. How long have I been on here? Does it even show me? I don't even think it shows me. It told me it was going to kick me off because I haven't been active here on TikTok. It was popped up on the screen. You have 5 minutes. I'm going to kick you off because you have not been active. You have not been engaging. Okay. Last chance to send your questions because I'm going to get off now because it's literally almost 8 p.m. and I need to go eat. I'm very hungry. But anyways, guys, I'm so freaking excited. Like I said, if you are interested in my course, let me know by sending me a DM. Send me a DM and I will send you the info. We're going to talk all things manifestation, changing your subconscious beliefs, reprogramming your identity to get the dream partner, to have the dream body, to make the money in whatever way it is that you want. Because the point is for you to enjoy what it is that you do, to get the money you want doing the things that you love. Right? So, anyways, Thanks for sharing. Yes, you're so welcome. Thanks for joining, Meg. Is there a shortcut for manifestation? Of course there is. Like I just said, the whole point of the live, change your subconscious beliefs. Literally brainwash yourself for success. I'm not the only one preaching this. You can look at anybody online. They will all tell you the same thing. Especially if you look for people who have had crazy success in a very short time, they will tell you the same thing. Money does not take a long time to make. Manifesting your soulmate doesn't have to be hard. Everything that you're experiencing right now is a reflection of the things you believe. And if you don't like what you're getting, and if you don't want to struggle anymore, then you need to ask yourself, maybe, or question your belief systems and say, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I need to adopt a different belief system, because if it's working for somebody else, then maybe it'll work for me. It doesn't hurt you to adopt a different belief system. And if it doesn't work for you, just change it. That's why I'm saying my last video on Instagram, let me just do this really quick. For anyone who doesn't follow me on Instagram, it's the same for all you guys on YouTube. If you go look up my Instagram, it's Holly Doll, at Holly Doll, same thing. 2 Y's and 3 L's, Holly Doll. Also for you guys here, obviously this is Instagram, but I think YouTube is connected to this as well, and Facebook. You will see on my last video, I mentioned that belief systems are like trying on a pair of clothes. And if you don't like them, all you have to do is change them. It may take a little bit longer because for many people, they're ingrained, right? So it can take anywhere from 30 to 90 days to really, really change a belief system or your identity. But it doesn't have to be hard, is what I'm saying. So if you're done with the struggle, if you're done with, oh, money has to be hard and finding my soulmate has to be hard, oh, this is this way and this is that way. Okay, well, I'm going to show you how you don't have to live like that. I'm going to show you how to adopt a different belief system, because that is the key to getting everything you want. So anyways, it's 8 o'clock, guys. Okay. Maybe in the future we can do an ASMR. I forgot this is not connected to TikTok. This is connected to Instagram, because those are kind of fun. I've been watching those recently. I watched the ASMR of the girl that reviews like the crumble cookies. It was a terrible idea, because then I just craved crumble cookies and then I had to go get them. Anyways, just be careful what you consume with the content, because it's going to make you want to do those things, especially if you're watching food content like I was probably not the best thing for me to do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining today. If you don't already, follow me, all you peoples over there on TikTok, because I have a lot more lives to do in the future that's going to be similar to this and really fun content. So anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your week, because today's Monday, right? I think it's Monday. Yeah, so have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye. Bye now. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, you'll be back. I've gotta go now. I wonder what time Starbucks closes.